Oh my gosh.
Hey.
Hi, guys.
Y'all, welcome back for episode
4 of Shade-aholics. Ooh.
And that's on period. Pooped.
Periodicity table. Okay, stop.
Periodic table. Element period.
Period. Big dot.
All right, y'all. Y'all know how we are. Y'all know how we are. Y'all know who we are. If y'all don't, it is me, Christian, sitting next to,
Rico, a girl with no talent.
I can't argue with that.
What do you do good? Quickly.
You can follow us on social media at ROC.
Wow!
No! Whoa!
Illiterate.
Illiterate fuck. Oh
Rocco, that's exactly what my name is. I'm Rocco.
I said ROC.
Oh wow, Rock Nation. Can't wait till we go to the brunch.
It'd be like sorority. You can now being serious, you can follow us on our social medias. I'm still used to spelling mine first. CHRISJARAD.
Wait, let me I'll spell mine since I have to be a literate bitch today.
Okay.
And I am ROC.
Girl.
Okay.
Do not do me.
RICO_INC. Almost said. I was just gonna say Rico_Inc. again. And honestly,
Girl, F you. Because I know you're dying laughing on the inside.
I really am. I'm trying to get myself together.
No, because every episode you sit here and say the same thing. Like, ooh, bitch, I wish I could spell like that. Da, 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 da. You threw me the fuck off my fucking game. I don't need to hang out with you no more.
My mama told me you can't come over no more.
I done become incoherent Aquila. And that was your title.
Kiki the Palmer. Did you see that tweet?
No, but I always say Megan the Trainer.
Nice to meet ya.
Okay. So time for the first segment, which is the horoscope for Pisces season. So welcome into Pisces season. Happy birthday to all of my Pisces. My sister is a Pisces. My niece is a Pisces. Some of y'all hoes out there is Pisces, though.
I can't think of anybody in my life that I actually like who is a Pisces.
I mean, hey, you'll find one eventually.
Interesting.
I will say this. Y'all are my water sign sisters and brothers. So, us Pisces, Scorpios, and Cancers have to stick together.
Do we have any pals that are Pisces that I would know? I feel like somebody's going to be like, Rico, I'm a Pisces. Like, what is wrong with you? And I'm going to be like, oops.
Not that we're generally close to you like that, no.
Good, I don't like Pisces. Anyways.
Oh, wow.
I'll be reading your guys' horoscopes today.
Okay,
so
Miss Incoherent Aquila on the track. Wiki.
I'm nervous. What if I just started stuttering? Okay. Okay, so find some time to get quiet and listen carefully. Listen for any messages from it. From the center of your heart, ask for what you need and trust it will come. Make sure to go for what you want right now. Try to take it easy and avoid taking on other people's problems. A lot is going on in your emotional world, and that's perfectly okay. Feel it through and trust the process. No one knows better than you what it is that you need. Whatever they tried to do at the end of that, it was just weird.
Let me see.
Like, I had to add in that because it was just not, that was not formed right.
No one knows better than you what.
See?
Wow.
See, I'm not illiterate. Anyways, what really stuck out to me in that one is that emotional world, because you Pisces are emotional little, not gonna say the F word, emotional little people. Pals.
I'm not gonna sit here and let you disrespect us water signs like this.
Oh my God, our
Pisces.
the water signs are just emotional at this point.
Okay, and
what are the other two water signs? Is it 4 altogether?
No, it's 3. I think it's 3 of each sign, and it's 3 of each sign because it's 4 elements in 12 months. 3 of each sign, and the 3 water signs are Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio.
I don't know much about Scorpios, but I don't imagine them being emotional.
I've noticed with a lot of water signs, they're more so intact with one emotion more than the other. So I know a lot of Pisces, they're more so on the angrier side. A lot of Cancers are more so on the sadder side. And a lot of Scorpios, I know they're more on the goofier side, but they're more so also on like a faker. Like, I'm playing like I'm happy, but they're
the
really
word Scorpio just
stable.
gives me like angry.
Not at all.
Okay.
Not at all. I'm telling you now, most Pisces that you'll run into are probably the most angriest fucks that you ever run into.
I guess.
You break up with them, they don't
They
get sad,
were.
they get mad.
They were very angry.
I'm telling you, you break up with them, they don't get sad, they get mad.
I want nothing to do with them. If you're a Pisces, please just block yourself from my page.
Alright, when he loses about 1,000 followers, and be back
I'm
at...
gonna be like, where did this fine man go? And then I'm gonna look in his bio and it says Pisces.
Yeah, child, you're gonna be sitting there like, I just went from 1,000 to nothing.
I've been struggling at my little 1,000. Like, people keep like dropping, and I'm like, hey.
Child, I keep losing the same damn 3 followers. You know what I'm saying? I'll go from like 49 to 52 back to 49.
I've been like struggling on this like 78 to 82, and I'm like, what is going on here?
Who is leaving? Who is leaving?
Why do you keep coming back?
And what followers am I getting to replace you? Because I don't notice.
Shout out for shout out.
I was doing that for a while.
I can't. It's just.
Child.
Wow. Is that all for zodiacs?
I love my Pisces brothers and sisters.
I talk a lot of shit, but I guess you guys are cool.
Yeah, but there goes that fake ass Gemini that you were talking about last episode.
I don't think I asked for that.
But when have you ever asked?
I don't think we needed that little segment right there.
Okay. I just want to jump into something that you said before reading that. And I was going to make a joke while you were reading. You saying like you hope you don't stutter and things like that.
Did I start stuttering?
And I was just like, he's making this seem like he's in a high school class, and
I am.
Someone chose you while popcorn reading, and you're like, I can't wait to choose the next bitch.
No, really, I can't wait until you have to read on camera again.
Me?
Yes, you.
What do you mean read on camera?
Well, read on recording.
Like actually, like read something.
Yes, when it's time to read the next zodiac sign.
No, I fucked up yesterday when we were recording episode 3. I fucked up my positive affirmation.
I don't recall.
Girl, I stuttered. I stuttered and then laughed it off.
But when you
No, I read it wrong. The word was heart, and I said hurt.
Wow, I thought you just rolled with it.
No, I went back and completely started over.
Oh, okay.
But so you ready for this topic?
Let's get into it.
Period.
Let's get into some things.
Yeah. Now do me. Goals.
Oh, that is the topic, guys. When you said goals, it gave me like, when I see a relationship and I'm like, oh my God, goals.
Not me, because I don't want y'all.
Because you said, now do me. And I was like, yeah, goals.
Girl. Okay.
But no, for real.
The topic is goals.
Yeah, setting them, achieving them.
Failing them.
Failing. We love a good failure.
Oh, girl. And when you don't get your goal, you fall flat on your face. You belly flop into the pool when you fail a goal.
I mean, I like to do it a little more gracefully, though. Maybe like a little cannonball. Knock the wind out yourself. Okay. So you had a question, though.
I do have a question.
Okay.
What are 4 things that you see for yourself in the future that you would like to achieve? Whether it's near future or distant future.
So, number 1 thing on my list of goals, I guess that would be, is buying a house. And I don't know why every time I think of buying a house, I want like a modern ass home. Like,
yeah.
I want to be able to host wine and food night at my house. Like,
period.
I want you guys to come over and be like, you rich ass bitch.
You want one of them Instagram, YouTube kitchens.
Yeah, with an island.
Yeah, and brick layer on the outside of your house.
Period.
And a backsplash.
Second goal is like, it's not, I guess it's not something tangible, but I want to be able to like get my family like back to the traditions and have, when Christmas is here, have all my nieces and nephews running around.
It could happen.
We'd be sitting down like kikiing, drinking, like literally.
Yeah.
black family things without like the black family things. 3, 4 might need a second, but what are yours?
Okay, so I talk about this all the time. Marriage and having my own family and being, someone's token, person. I want that. I really see that for myself.
So married and being someone's token person with like a family, it always throws me off because like, yeah, you're somebody's favorite person until your fucking kids come along and then they like start putting them motherfuckers before you.
But that necessarily doesn't always happen. There's a difference. There's a different kind of love as a parent and a spouse. Those are two totally different things. Those are people that are in your heart, but you don't love one more than the other. Because you and your spouse would do everything it takes for your children that you have together.
Period. So
it's like me and my spouse, we could go all in for each other. We could love each other to the ends of the earth. But I know for my kids, I'd go to the ends of the earth. I'd do whatever it takes to make sure they're straight. That way, when I leave this earth, they're taken care of.
Period.
Number 2. Something that you said, owning my own home. I've moved out into an apartment, but there is something different when you own a freaking home. Come home to a house that is mine.
Yeah. Like, I can paint this wall and not have
don't care about
I'm not going to answer to nobody about it.
Period. If I want to fuck up my walls, measuring heights, even though I said I'm not doing that dumbass shit, you gonna grow and I'm gonna see you grow. But I am marking
that sounds so cute.
I am not marking up my good goddamn wall that I paid for.
Come on, get like a dry erase wall or something. Come on, it's not that difficult. And all you gotta do is paint over it.
Okay, well you do that when you have kids.
And I will not have kids. I'll measure my dog's height.
Okay, being able, number 3, and this is really important to me, being able to make a sustainable income doing something I love.
That emphasis on doing something I love. We don't want to clock in every day.
Even if I do clock in every day, I want it to be my shit that I clock into.
I'm not, if I have my own business, what am I clocking in for?
You never know. But like being able to, because my love is dancing, singing, writing. Those are passions of mine that I would love to do for a living. Whether it be teaching, whether it be singing and dancing on the stage, getting acknowledgments, being able to have a sustainable living from that is something that I really, really would enjoy doing in life. And last but not least, I am looking forward to my musical theater and dance career. That is something that I am looking forward to tapping into. Because, honey, being trained is totally different than dancing because you like to dance.
Right. Point.
There's something totally different when you have the credentials behind you. So those are things that I'm really, the top 4 at least.
So what you helped me with my 3 and 4. So my 3 is definitely getting a degree. I don't care what it is at this point. I kind of want to continue my teaching path.
Yeah.
But then again, I want to get something like, if I'm stuck doing this fucking job I don't want to do. Because right now I don't have any ideas on what I'm gonna do that I love. That's gonna take me to that next level of financial.
That's gonna help you rise to financial stability.
Yeah. And then number 4 is, once I get to that financial stability that I can like flourish in, I just want to give my mom and my grandma the world. Like, I want to get my mom her Jeep that she's been nagging me about for years, and my grandma, she just wants to travel.
Yeah.
So that's probably about it. Those are like my 4 goals. I don't need a man. Like, I want a man, but I don't know how I feel about marriage. So that's always a different thing in my head when someone brings up marriage. Like, I don't know how I feel about that. It's just I can't find somebody that likes me enough as is.
Yeah.
So why would I want somebody to like legally bind themselves to me? And then I'm like, do you even really like me at this point?
I think the thing with marriage, whether it be legal or, you know, you guys being together as life partners for the rest of your life. I just think I think everyone wants happiness with somebody.
Yes.
I think that's just a goal, especially with us being gay. That is such a goal for us, having that significant other, finding that man.
It's so crazy because like we're stuck watching like all these straight TV shows, straight everything that's beaten into our head that like women and men are gonna find this their perfect other half that they're gonna marry and make this amazing life with. And then as gays, we're just like, wow, one of our chances are slim. Like,
and it's this
our pool is small.
Yeah, it's very small. And then also on top of that, like you sit back and you look and you're like, I really want this goal of eternal happiness with this one person, but like you don't know where to find them.
Where do I need to go? The grocery store
is I wanted to touch on this a little bit. The foundation of being in a gay relationship is so weird because the only guideline and map that we have is that of straight people, besides the ones that we're creating literally as we speak. But I think literally every gay person, whether you're les, bi, trans, gay, you want that happiness with someone. Mm-hmm. You want someone to understand you and love you for who you are. That is, I know with myself, I want to, and I know it kind of like takes away from a lot of things that I've said, but like seeing my parents and how happy they are is such a goal. My parents have 3 kids. They're both 50 years old, literally a month apart, and they're happy. And they joke around about like literally everything. They have a comedic relationship, and when you see things like that, especially black love, which is why I'm like, oh, I want a black man. I want a black man, but like y'all niggas ain't shit. So
I have never felt that emotion of wanting a black man. Let me shut the hell up before people start pulling receipts on me. But it's so good that you come from like a happy 2-parent household, and that's why if I ever do have kids, it has like we don't get a second chance, sir. You're stuck with me for life. Like I want to give my child everything I didn't have. So a 2-parent household would snap. A dog would snap. I've had a dog, but still, my children needs to have a pet that, like, as they're like a little toddler, they can hold the little dog, and I just want to have a movie life, honestly. That's all I really want.
I don't know. I think with that being said, especially when it comes down to relationship goals, when we see a gay couple, we set that goal high. We really set that goal high, especially, or when we are in a relationship, we set the bar high. We don't want any. What I mean by that is, when you're in a gay relationship, you have this stigma and something clicks in your mind where you want to be relationship goals. So you have to be perfect. If we have problems, I mean, we're grown now, so we probably don't think like this anymore. But when you're 16 and you get your first boyfriend, you like, I snap, bitch.
I don't relate.
Oh, girl, look, I was trying to be somebody's Instagram couple.
Oh, see, no. Even, I don't know, I've never just wanted to be that. When I see gay couples, I'm like, oh, that's so cute. But like you said, people set that bar so high, and I feel like they put so much pressure on. Like, especially if it's a gay couple, like, in our community.
We put so much pressure on it so it can last.
And do you see how bad it turns out? Because we're over here trying to force people to be the only gay couple goals that we have.
That it couple.
That shit was...
Y'all trying to be the Jay and Beyonce of
the gay community. When you're like the Remy Ma and Papoose.
Not even them.
No, they're happy together. That was wrong.
No shade. They was happier than Jay and Beyonce. Who's
not happy together? Who's a great example?
I refuse to
believe
that Kim and Kanye are happy.
Did you see Kim piecing up Courtney?
That is a goal.
My goals are to be Kardashian rich. Period.
Nah. I think my goal is to probably be like Obama rich.
I heard presidents don't make that much money, though, as president.
But Barack and Michelle?
I mean, they're stupid rich now.
And
I said what I said.
We cannot fucking find them. That's how rich I want to be. Y'all can't find me.
I guess. Living my life in Bora Bora.
Like it's golden.
Okay, Jill Scott. Let's talk. Can we not be the same person? Uncross your arms right now.
This is the me thing. That took me out.
So we did questions, goals. So failing. Would you? Since you have more experience in that. Okay. No. I want to think. Who does have more experience failing? I don't really share my goals until I've already had them. Like I already made them. So I'm not gonna let y'all know I done failed.
I probably have failed more times than you. But
it's not. I don't want to. Yours, it's more of like a fail to start then.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't. I mean, we're not really failures then. We're just procrastinators.
No.
Well.
No. There have been goals that I've set out and I've started, but I failed, so I just was like, F it, and I lowered the bar.
I hate when I have to lower the bar on my goals.
I hate that. So, can we talk about that real quick?
I'm like, why am I giving myself a handicap? Like, you could have really blown this shit out of the water.
Why am I giving myself at this point this crutch and my leg's not even broken?
I have this thing though where I'll make a goal, like, and I'm goal oriented, but it's hard for me to actually be like, this is my goal.
Yeah.
But I am king of stopping when things get tough.
Oh, honey, when I tell you, you think it's because it's easier? I think I do it because it's easy. Like, I feel like it's easier giving up than trying to make this work.
Honestly. Or like, if I give, let's say like, I give myself like 3 chances on a chance to a goal. After like number 2, I'm like, let me just do something I'm familiar with at this point, because this sure as hell is not it.
I think what messes me up and sets me on the road to failure is I'll set a goal and I'll get frustrated on step 1 of said goal.
Which is getting out of bed.
Honestly. It's like, okay, step 1, wash the dishes. And you're like, I have no dish detergent. I'm upset.
I'm going to kill myself.
And it's like, nigga, just get some 98-cent one up the street. It's cool. You have the $1 to get it.
No, seriously.
And you're sitting back like, I don't care. I'm frustrated. I give up. I just can't. I can't.
And I'm crying, having a meltdown by 11 a.m.
At this point, you're like, I'm getting back in bed.
Period.
It's so, I don't know. I think also one thing that we need to address as individuals is being okay with failing, because it's a part of life.
Yeah.
I am 100% against failing in my book. If I fail, I'm a trash ass person. Mm-hmm. That's just how I look at myself. I need to stop doing that, because that tears you down internally. But because at a sense that's you being too tough on yourself.
We don't want to say it's okay to like fail though, because you don't.
I'm saying the reason why it's okay to fail is because you're not always going to be Superman or Superwoman. You're not always going to achieve every goal that you set. If that's the case, then everybody's perfect.
Yeah.
If that, let's be honest. If that's the case, we'd have 13 billion presidents. Everyone would have a seat in Congress. Everybody that wanted to be famous will be famous.
It's okay to fail, but just don't get complacent with failing.
Yeah, don't get complacent.
That's what
don't get too comfortable with failing, because then you won't achieve anything that you set, even if the bar is that low.
And it's honestly, you're not gonna realize, but it's gonna kill your ethic. What's the word?
Work ethic. Your work ethic.
Your work ethic for finishing your other goals, because you're just gonna be like, oh, it's just another like bump on the log. I'll get there eventually, and then you'll never actually put forth more effort to get there.
Yeah, one thing you just said really just kind of like it triggered me a little bit. Every bump in the road does not mean lower the bar for your goal.
Yeah.
Because, if that's the case, don't set a goal.
The goal that really came to my head, though, was when I was working just weekends trying to get hired full time. After about 6 months to a year, I said...
You was getting ready to end it.
I went up to Journeys and I said, hey, y'all, I'm trying to come back. Because I can't keep doing this. I'm not about to keep doing this with you, Candace.
Yeah.
But luckily, sticking it out just a little bit longer, even though Journeys was already, like, doing the little strings.
Yeah.
I got offered my little position.
That's good. You know, one goal that I am struggling right now with is damn dance class.
Honestly, though, that's that dance studio lady putting her little roadblock up for you, and all you just need to beat her ass at this point.
Calm down.
Maybe not beat her ass, but take your money elsewhere. Like, it's you can't rely on other people for your goals. And that's what I hate. Like, even twerk class, relying on the studio person makes me so mad, because it's just like, if I bought my own studio, which I would never do, but...
I would.
No, that would be so iconic.
If I ever win the lottery, that's a goal of mine. Like, if I were to ever get a hold of money, I would, first of all, I would probably buy a studio. And
live in it.
I wouldn't live in it. Too many mirrors.
It's like you're my mirror.
Oh. It's such a big bump in the road for me, because, like, I feel like that's something that I really, really want to do. Something I feel like I'll be really great at doing. But when you're like, all right, take your money elsewhere, and then you take your money somewhere else, and then they're like, okay, well, we can do this, but we can't do this. And you're like, okay, well, I can't do that, so let me take my money elsewhere. This person's not responding. You find yourself getting ready to give up. And it's so hard to stay motivated when so many times you're being told no. Yes,
or like, once you finally get to, I'm going to host this class or whatever.
Yeah.
Granted, I'm not a real dancer, but, like, the twerk class is my closest thing I can relate to.
Yeah.
And you can't keep a consistent crowd.
Yeah.
It makes you feel like the biggest failure.
You get discouraged.
Oh, my gosh.
It hurts a little bit, because you're just like, this is not how I envisioned this going.
Yeah.
And you don't want to give up, because that's giving the enemy satisfaction. But at the same time, you're like, you start to question, is this something I should really be doing? Yes. It's sad. But I mean, you do, I will say this, I keep trying. I definitely do keep trying. I want to throw this out here, though. Rico is such an advocate on it. Do not say anything about it until it's set in stone. Do not speak on it until it is, until everything is working out into your favor. In other words, don't speak on shit that's not done.
Don't
because
count your chickens before they hatch.
Yeah. Like, I am king of, like, I'm finna be doing this and this and this and this and this and this and
no,
this.
Seriously.
and then the day comes and everybody's like, what time? And you're like, I'm asleep.
But no, that's so good, though, because it's not good, but you have a lot of ambition.
Yeah.
People like me, my ambition kind of runs low sometimes, so.
But don't get me wrong, I have a lot of ambition, but it can definitely crash and be very low. Like, for example, when I'm just gonna go ahead and air it out there then. Like, when I was setting up to have the dance class that week, everything was literally set in stone up until the day for me to book the studio for said Friday. They already previously booked it for someone else. So now I find myself back at square one, making phone calls, doing emails, trying to find places that I could still try to host a class, which is still within the budget that I need. And when everyone is just like, we don't do that, it's too short notice, I can't, you start to be like, well, fuck it, I'm not doing it anymore. And I was really close to just saying, F that, F trying to do it, I'm over it. But I had to have a conversation with myself. you cannot sit here and say that you want to set a goal, talk yourself up, talk your friends up, talked up your peers, maybe even talked up social media, and then not deliver on it at one point in life. That's just, once you set a goal, you need to be able to set your mind to do that. Everything that you set in stone is not going to work out. And I'm not going to say I'm the most religious person, but I do believe God is an on-time God. He's a person. Not a person, but God is somebody that can really sit here and say, you know what, at the end of the day, it may not work for you right now, but what is for you may not be for you right now. You get what I'm saying?
You in church right now. What they be saying in church? He may not be there when you need him, but he will. And they be like, he will be there right on time. And they be like,
the saying is, he may not come when you want him, but he's right on time.
Oh.
And
I'm so sorry. I clearly don't go to church.
But no, that is so true. And even if you aren't a religious person, everything is not going to work out in your favor 24/7. Everything that you want is not going to come right at the drop of a dime when you want it. And that's just the truth.
Yeah, I'm definitely more of the universe has its way of working out.
Yeah.
Things may not always go in my favor.
Yeah.
And I have also finally come to terms with, like, you can make pretty much anything you want come true.
Yes.
Like, if you just continuously put yourself to it. I used to be like, oh no, this just isn't out here in the universe for me, so let me just stop. But no, if you just push your freaking mind to it. Wow, I do so good at not cursing, and then I just drop the ball like that.
I'm being like weird. I mean, it's the truth. If you set a goal, you have to want that achievement. You have to want that, and not just like, if it happens, cool. If it doesn't, whatever. You have to be hungry for that.
Yeah, and it's not gonna happen if you're just pit-patting around. Because who gonna get my degree for me?
Period.
So I'm sitting here like,
You know, we don't do too many shout outs on here, but one person that I can say I will shout out for their grind on that YouTube shit is Therese.
Oh yeah, Therese.
He is very ambitious, and you see that he wants that.
I mean, he'd be like, Rico, where's your videos at? And I'm like, well, clearly I don't want to be a YouTuber anymore.
I mean, in a sense, we're here still.
Right. I'm like, yeah, I'm taking my creatives to podcasting. Yeah. A little less work.
But I mean, even with the podcast, this is an example in itself. We said it in the first episode, and we say it almost all the time. It took us a lot to actually get to the point of recording.
On episode 4.
Honestly, this is an achievement for us.
This is the longest I've ever done anything in my life.
No, not the longest. This is the most consistent we've been about something.
Period.
But we wanted it that bad.
We do.
We did. We wanted it that bad to the point where we've talked about this with numerous people on both ends and even together. We've mapped out plans. We even sat down and made videos. But none of that came to light. But now we're here. Episode 4.
And now we're here.
Episode 4. 33 minutes in. Talking about achieving goals.
Right. Okay, but what about setting goals? Because I don't want to be that little head ass. But whenever we talked about setting goals in school, I still use that. What was it, like the SMART method?
Yeah.
I don't remember what the S is, but the M was like measurable, A is attainable, R is something, and then T is time. I don't know what the others.
I say you have to set goals that are actually tangible.
Definitely.
Don't set a goal that's in the stars and you're underneath the ground.
Yeah, no, literally, you have to be realistic.
Yeah, but I think that's the thing. When you're setting goals, no one is right now being realistic with themselves. You set a goal to be like,
I want to be rich. I want to be a YouTuber. And I'm like,
by the end of 2020, what are your goals? That is it. Start there. What is I say the way that I set my goals? What can I do within the next 2 months?
Yeah. I was about to say I can't do that.
5 months.
I can't do that by the end of the year.
Yeah,
I
I feel like doing the by the end of the year thing. That's a cop out for you to be able to drop things.
If you give yourself too much time, you're not really committed to it.
Oh my gosh, you said that. If you give yourself too much time to do something, you're going to be lazy at doing it.
You just made me smile, but okay.
You're either going to be lazy at doing it or you're going to find yourself rushing within that time frame. if me and you say, okay, I want to move out by this month and this month, but I have this month to get. If I say I want to move out by next year, you know how much time I have to lollygag?
No, seriously. Things change so much. That's why, like, the one goal that I think I have right now is definitely getting out of credit card debt by, like, July.
Yeah.
So I definitely didn't want to be like, oh, by the end of the year, I have 15 months to pay off this credit card with no interest. So it's like, let's just kill that shit now so I can make sure I stay on it.
A goal that I set, now this is a goal that I have set literally every year. Have I achieved them? No. But this year is going to be the year. And I literally said by, not if my birthday, but literally the end of December, I want to be financially stable. Mm-hmm. That's it. Financial stability, to be able to have the extra wiggle room that I want. You know, those are tangible goals. Those are goals that are achievable. Mm-hmm. Goals that aren't achievable would be like, I want to go to California by next month. And I want to score an audition with Debbie Allen and dance in the Nutcracker in December.
I want to be sipping mimosas at Rock Nation's brunch this year. I'm sorry, honey. Beyonce doesn't even... She's not taking applications this year, honey.
We can be waiters.
They'll be like, are you drinking on the clock? Get him out of here.
They're going to be like, well... we thought you were someone successful, but...
Turns out it was just a win.
Can't give niggas shit. Beyonce would be like, Jay, I told you to get the white ones. You don't want to listen.
Where's Gwyneth Paltrow at?
What's her name? Igloo Azalea?
I told you, no more Nicki Minaj's in here.
We let Megan come in last time. But literally, goals need to be achievable and realistic. They really do. Mm-hmm. We, as young individuals, find ourselves living life without creating goals.
It's okay to have ambition, but not too much. How did the song go? What was that, like the Flawless remix?
Shut up.
But no,
that's the truth, though. That's the truth.
But yeah, I didn't want to like leave that note of don't make your dreams too big, your goals too big.
Yeah, because anything is possible.
It is just, you just gotta know how to take your stepping stones, make little goals of your big goals.
Yeah. Well,
make your big goals into little goals. That's what I meant to say. You know what I got.
Yeah.
You know I'm illiterate.
I would say don't set limitations to yourself. My biggest saying to myself, the sky is not the limit, because that is a limit itself.
Mm-hmm. The limit does not exist. Clearly, Mean Girl said. Period.
It's the truth. But also, at the same time, know when to quit while you're ahead with certain stuff. I feel like you achieve a goal and you create a new one, correct? Mm-hmm. But when I've gotten this far, say I'm at the top of my game, sometimes we can have a habit of pushing too much, and now we're falling, and we're back at square one. I've seen a lot of people do it.
Interesting.
Built up so much success, so much happiness, quote unquote, so many goals, just to throw it all away. Whether it be by saying one thing, pushing shit too far, going over the edge when they weren't supposed to.
I just don't. I feel like that I can't get with that. Once I'm like peaking, and just like relaxing, because you gotta keep that same drive that you had to make sure you keep all that shit.
Yeah.
Like, what that immediately made me think of is like artists who get to the top and then they're just like, yeah, I'm here, and they don't do anything else, and they're just slowly.
I'm not saying don't do anything else. Just don't push it. Don't be stagnant. There's a difference between not pushing it and being stagnant. Because when you're consistently doing something, you can't always consistently push something. You can't always consistently push yourself.
Yeah.
Because if you're always going 100, when do you have time to rest?
Mm-hmm.
If you're creating a new goal, every time you achieve a goal, that is great. That is 100% great. Kudos to you. But if you're constantly pushing yourself all the time, when do you have time to rest, relax, and enjoy the success that you created for yourself?
Yeah, maybe you need to diversify your goals then. Don't make them all
towards one thing.
Yeah, I'm trying to get my career go. More career. No.
Yeah.
Goal is build a family goal.
Yeah, like have different goals in different places. Like I know, say we take this podcast all the way out here. Now we're doing big shit. What else? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, we don't want to keep pushing.
Don't milk the situation. Don't milk the
this
success.
Podcast is still going. Okay, guys, it's time to diversify.
Yeah, now it's like, okay, now what do we do next? What is something that can change this up, make this happen, do this, do that?
I feel like a great example of a celebrity that does that same thing right there is Candy.
Yeah,
she's so
definitely
good at like changing it up and different business here, focused family here, quality time here. Like she's killing it.
It's
as
like,
much as I'm not a Candy stan, she's
especially when you go back and look at Candy. She was at the top of her music career with a hot selling group, but at the same time you're writing music on the side.
Yeah,
you're creating a hustle for yourself behind this. Like you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then on top of that, when you went off from the group, you had somewhat of a cute little solo career.
When you're out at the club,
don't think I'm not.
That was a bob.
So it's just when you create goals for yourself, don't just have one set goal for the rest of your life.
Just had to, you just have to check in sometimes.
It's just, I don't know. I think my thing is, I have a huge fear of not achieving a lot of goals. I have a fear of setting a standard too high for my goals, I guess you could say. Because I feel like if I set the bar too high, then I'm not going to reach it.
I have an issue with actually declaring what my goal is.
Yeah.
It's just like, I want to be great and do this, do that, but what is it that I specifically am trying to reach?
Yeah.
But I don't want to get all existential in here and be over here crying, talking about, I guess I just don't want to be like.
I will say, I think it's important to start setting goals while you're young. And I'm not talking about too young, like, I said I was going to be doing this at 8 years old, and guess what? It's my sweet 16th birthday party, and I did that. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about when I say start setting realistic goals for yourself when you're in your senior year of high school.
I would say junior. I wish I would have started junior year.
What?
I started taking things seriously senior year, and I was like, oh shit, y'all know what school y'all going to? Okay.
Y'all applied already? Jeez.
I was like, okay.
That bitch is in dual enrollment. What the fuck is that? Like, I feel like just setting goals at junior year, senior year stages, especially junior year, I think that is smarter to do it junior year. Mm-hmm. You'll have a better map of what you want to do.
Oh my gosh. And when you are setting your goals at that age, what am I going to say here? If you have a game plan and you can map out your goal and like make little steps along the way, like if you just map it out basically, you don't have to keep explaining yourself to people and be like, oh, I'm choosing not to go to college, as long as you have goals that are realistic and attainable. So that's what I feel like people just tell their parents, I want to go to school, because they're scared to tell them that they're real goals.
Yeah.
So if you just get your real goal and make some steps on how you're going to achieve it, your parents literally normally will support.
Not even just that. I think when you make goals at a young age like that, also be prepared that you are young and your goals and
might change.
Your path might change. Yeah. Like, I know 16-year-old me, 17-year-old me, 18-year-old me are probably 2 to 3 different people.
Mm-hmm.
but they're a very different person than the 22-year-old I am now.
My dumb ass I really thought I wanted to be a chef. And now I love my food that I cook, but I hate to cook.
At 16, I wanted to be a child therapist. Drastic change.
Look at you, hitting splits now.
Cooter bumping the ground and death dropping.
I don't think we've talked about it, but like with your goals, you definitely need to make different routes on how you're gonna do it, like your plan A's, B's, and Z's, because if you have a plan A and you think you're gonna go on this easy straight path to your goal, life is gonna kick you in your fucking gut. Well, I heard women really feel a lot of pain when you hit them in the cooch.
Yes. Yes.
That's so interesting to me.
You're weird.
No, because like I thought we would just be like, oh yeah, I got hit in the nuts, ouch, and everything. Like it's a lot of pain, but
yeah,
they don't. I don't know. I guess it's like getting punched anywhere on your body. I don't know.
On that note, I think it might be time for positive affirmation.
This is like honestly. Oh well, let's make this the record of shortest episode.
Okay, you ready?
Because you know our positive affirmations may take 20 minutes.
Right. Okay, you want me to do mine?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Y'all, this one hit me. Don't attempt to reconnect with toxic people from your past just because you're feeling lonely. Y'all, I am the king of hitting up somebody because I feel like I need somebody to talk to.
Hey, big head.
Randomly FaceTiming somebody like, I just felt like talking.
My favorite thing to do is I know this person's not thinking of me, so I'm going to call them on FaceTime and hang up immediately. Just so you will get that notification and then text me and be like, you called? And I'm like, oh, my bad. What's up?
How have you been? I don't know. I think also my thing is I often don't hit anyone up personally. I post the invitation to hit me up on social media. Y'all can count how many times I'll post on Instagram at like 2 a.m. like, I need someone to text me, I'm bored.
Seriously, that's your brand.
I mean,
if I'm in your story and I'm like, oh god, but if I hit yes to text, you're just gonna call me.
I am. I'm like, oh, and don't watch my story, because if you watch my story, I'm gonna call you anyway.
I'm not, like, literally, it'll be 3 a.m. and you posted something 2 minutes ago and I accidentally open it and then you're like, blah, 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 and I'm like, oh shit. And I'm like, how'd you know I was up? You're like, you just watched my story.
Now, you were the first to watch my story. And now Rico's like, now I know when to stay off Instagram.
No, like, because I'd literally be half asleep and then we'd be up till fucking 5 a.m.
Yeah, and I'm like, okay, well, you can go to bed now because I know you're tired.
But yeah, definitely don't hit people up. Just
y'all, especially toxic people, because now you're sitting here in your feelings, in your head about something that you done started, and then you're going to turn around and not take accountability for it anyway. And I'm talking about myself. But, now do you.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Okay. My positive affirmation was, people can mistake your peace for not caring. And that's just that. As much as I try to focus on myself, be in my positive, own good Judy lane, people will take you putting yourself first as you don't care. You don't want to being selfish. You don't want to be around. You don't want to do this, that, the third. And that's just not the case. People just won't understand that you are working on you sometimes.
Yeah.
And it's okay if they don't, honestly. Those aren't the people you need in your life. But just make sure you do communicate with people that you are working on yourself, and they should understand.
Yeah. Because honestly, your peace is your peace. It's not for anyone else. It's for your own comfort, your own joy, your own happiness. And
a lot of people, They need your peace to emulate onto them, like that good energy. You need to give that off to them.
No shade, and I know this is positive affirmations, but I have to say it. Sometimes you need to come off like you don't care. Mm-hmm. That's just the truth. Maybe me having my peace should show off as me not caring. It's not good. That's kind of toxic. But, because in a sense, when you sit back and think about it, I need myself before I need anybody else. I need to love myself before I can love anybody else. I need to find happiness enjoying myself before I can spread it.
I guess, No. I'm not trying to love nobody else.
Girl, didn't you just say that you wanted a man, but you don't want a man? Now you don't want a man, but you gonna say later on that you want a man. Get it together.
And I don't want a man at the end of the day.
Real life bitch give a fuck about a nigga.
But yeah, definitely protect your peace. Protect your peace. P-U-Y-P. P-Y-P.
Put it down. It's P-O-P.
I am legally blind. Any other closing thoughts after that iconic positive affirmation?
Yeah, I have one thing to say, one thing only.
He's tucking his hair behind his ears.
Please, 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 please hear me loud and clear when I say this. Any goal that you set for yourself is an accomplishable goal. You can get there. You can be that person. You can be that boss. Girl, if you work at KFC, Church's Chicken, anything of that, you can be that employee of the month. You can be that dancer on that stage. You can be that talk show host. It is for you. If you want it bad enough, you can have it. Period.
That's you?
That's me. The rest of that, I'll pray for you and give it to God.
Okay. My final closing thought is your goals are yours. So no matter what, if you don't let people tell you that your goals are stupid, small, not big enough, any of that. I'll make the smallest goal just so I can feel like I'm working towards something.
Yeah.
So make sure that you're making sure that your goals are something that means something to you and not someone else. And that's just that. Because I feel so bad for people who go to school and get this debt.
Become doctors because their parents told them to.
Just because their parents told them to. But your parents aren't the one paying off your debt. Your parents aren't the one clocking in every day regretting that they chose this career field.
They may not be clocking in, but some of them paying their debt.
Yeah.
But
fucking generational wealth. Ooh. I've never experienced that.
Me either.
And I can't wait to give my children that life.
I will not. You take student loans out, you paying for that shit. But yeah, that's that.
That's episode 4.
Oh, I like that. Period. Make sure y'all follow us on social media at RICO_INC NCHRISJARRAD. I am Christian, and that is Rico, and this
was Shade-aholics.
That's a wrap. Like a burrito.